Thank you, ladies. Well, there was drama in the amateur championship final at the Royal Lytham St Annes as South Africa's Aldrich Potgieter and Bairstow went head-to-head for the crown. The 17-year-old Potgieter held his nerves and won the event. He displayed some maturity at such a tender age and sealed a 3-2 victory on Saturday. The young man joins us now via Zoom from Mossel Bay. A very good evening to you, Aldrich. Thank you so much for your time. I know we were supposed to connect earlier on, but we had, issues with those connectivities. But you know what? First things first, a huge congratulations to you. The very third, in fact, South African to lift this prestigious title, and of course, the second youngest. I remember after the victory, you were saying it hadn't really sunk in. How are you feeling now?
Well, firstly, thank you guys for having me. I don't think it's sunk in yet. I can't really describe the feeling, and I don't know what feeling has to come, but yeah.
All right, so what was interesting is that in the top 16, you had to, in fact, face the squad captain and mentor, Kyle de Beer of Bairstow. You know, he was the then reigning SA amateur champion, and then you edged him with a par on the 19th hole. Maybe just tell us about the course itself and your strategy throughout the 36 holes.
Yeah, Royal Lytham is one of the hardest courses I think I've ever played at, having up to like 240 bunkers on the course, and in the previous years they've taken out more than 100 bunkers already. So I think one of the hardest courses to play at. It makes it pretty hard for the players to perform at their best, and the scoring wise it's not going to be the best scoring as previous years, and it makes it difficult for the players also to be confident with their games, knowing that they're not going to make a lot of birdies. And I just kept my head up high, and playing Carl, it was tough to know that one of us isn't going to go through to the next game. But that's golf. You're never going to play in a big team events. It's always going to be you, and it's very individual.
Absolutely. And of course, this was your first visit to the UK and only your third competitive start. How were the conditions, and how did they enable your victory?
Yeah, obviously in the UK, the wind can pick up a lot, and I've learned over the few years I've spent in Australia as well, and living at Pinnacle Point now, I think I've prepared well playing in the wind and tough conditions. And obviously in Scotland as well, the previous two events, I think it prepared me for this big tournament.
And of course, a huge one is coming up in terms of the 150th Open St Andrews in July. How are the preparations coming for that event?
Yeah, playing in the Open, preparing for that, I think it's just doing the same as what I've done for the other events that I've played well in. Obviously it's going to be nerve-wracking playing with all these big names, the pros, and playing the best fields, but most likely just doing the same thing, playing my same game, and hopefully I do well in those tournaments.
And Aldrich, you talk about how it's going to be so nerve-wracking. What do you actually have to do, to make sure that you are holding your nerve? You're only 17 years old. You are going to be competing against very experienced golfers. What do you do in those moments?
Well, I just try and concentrate on the golf side. I don't really focus on cameras or other factors that make other people stress. I just try and hit the ball straight, focus on the game itself, not the results or what could go wrong. I just try and focus on what I can control.
After that, we of course know then it's going to be the 87th Masters and then the 123rd US Open. Did you ever think that at this age you would be achieving such, and playing in these great tournaments? It's absolutely incredible. Yeah,
it really is. I never thought in 100 years that as an amateur and only at 17, I'll be able to participate in these tournaments, and really looking forward to it.
All right, and of course, September as well, North Carolina for the 2022 Junior President's Cup. Another huge milestone that's coming up for you. Yeah,
really looking forward to be representing the world in golf events and playing with the pros once again, and yeah, looking forward to going to the US for the first time and experiencing golf there.
All right. No, it's very great to hear from you. All the very best, Aldrich, and thank you so much for giving us your time. Really, really, absolutely phenomenal in terms of the achievements from Aldrich Potgieter. And of course, that's how we wrap things up.